Hey guys, Allergic Amanda here. Today's video is kind of going to be about what I've been going through lately. I am home and out of ICU. Second time. um, I have had a very stressful 2 months, I'm not going to lie. I have been admitted to the hospital now 3 times. I've had a lot of weight loss because of the stomach issues that have come along with my HAE, but I do have a diagnosis, and that helps a lot. It's not the easiest diagnosis. I was kind of hoping for something a little simpler, but I have hereditary angioedema. That's what I have. It is treatable. I need to watch it. Because it can be life-threatening, but as long as I'm smart and careful, it won't be. This past time was a perfect example of how I need to react if I'm having one of the more severe reactions. Thursday, I got hit in the head with a basketball at work, and one of the things that can trigger HAE attacks is trauma. So no matter how minor it is, it can cause an attack. Stress, anxiety, exercise, colds, flus, any weird stuff going on with my body. One of my allergic reactions can cause then, in addition to allergic reaction, an HAE reaction. There's a ton of things that I have to be extremely careful of. Different medicines that I now have to avoid because they can trigger attacks. A lot of stuff. And it's a lot to process. But anyway, Thursday, I started getting abdominal attacks, and pardon me, the abdominal attacks were fine until about over the weekend. They started progressively getting worse. Sunday night, I was wearing a tank top to go to bed, and I was having one of my stomach attacks, and my stomach was completely swollen. It looked like I was so pregnant. I freaked out my boyfriend. He was like, what? he was like so scared because I was huge. Like, the rest of me looked perfectly normal, but I looked pregnant because it was just my stomach. And Thursday, when I had my first attack, it started shortly after, like probably 2 to 3 hours after I got hit in the head. Which seems to be about the timeline for all of my attacks. Anywhere between 2 to 6 hours after something is when the attack seems to begin. So I got hit. A couple hours later, I had my first abdominal attack, and the shirt I was wearing is like one of those baby doll ones that like cuts here and then it's nice and loose around your stomach. So I filled that out, and one of my students asked me if I was pregnant. And I work with my future mother-in-law, and she turned to the kid and she goes, "No! She is not pregnant!" So, I mean, some humor that came out of it. But yeah, so I was dealing with that for a couple of days, and then Tuesday at lunch, I noticed that it had gone from just abdominal to adding in the throat. I was having a little bit of issues swallowing the end of my lunch. I started getting a red rash, and yeah, it just progressed pretty quickly. After work, I tried to have a snack because I was like, maybe it was just a little bit of something else going on that caused my issue with lunch, and the snack, I was having the same problem. I could barely swallow it by that point. My voice started to get hoarse. I started to have pain. I could feel it tightening, and it's not the same spot as anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis is further up, at least for me. That's where I've experienced it, whereas these attacks are like down in here. They're laryngeal attacks. When they did the CAT scan, they saw that it was my vocal cords that were swollen, and that was what was closing my airway up. So Tuesday night, my boyfriend's mom brought me to the hospital, and she was kind enough to stay with me until my family was able to get there. So they gave me my first dose of meds, and then transferred me over to a larger facility via medevac. And The scariest part about it all was like how many times they decided to tell me, we have everyone waiting to intubate you. We're all ready to intubate you. We're ready to shove a tube down your throat. It's scary enough having the attacks, but then knowing like just how severe it can get, and it's great that they're so prepared, but it doesn't make it less stressful. It made it scarier for me. It's been a really hard process, just processing the diagnosis first off, and then throwing in all the other stressors. And it's not like I just have this. I have this on top of everything. The food allergies and the fibro and Hashi's, and just, it's not just one thing to worry about. So that makes it more difficult. And I know that it could be worse, but the reverse of that is also true. It could be better, but I'm doing everything I can to stay positive. One of the things that has really been so helpful is the support system. My family, my boyfriend, his family, they have been so incredible. In the hospital almost every day, all of them coming as much as they can, calling, texting if they're not there, just constantly looking out for me. And then I have the friends that I knew would be there and have continued to be just so wonderful. And then I've had some people really shock me. I've had some people who I didn't expect to reach out as much as they did. Sorry. And they've just been incredible. It's been so hard and so scary, and I'm trying to stay calm, and I'm so sorry. But to the people who have taken the time, whether I knew you were going to be there for me or not, it means so much. I can't even describe how much it means to me. So thank you. There are some people that I was hoping would be there for me a little more, but I get it. We're adults now. It's not like high school where all you have to worry about is school. You know that people are busy, and it probably gets annoying after a while seeing, oh, I'm back in the hospital again. So, I get it. But to those of you who haven't gotten annoyed by that and have taken the time, that has helped so, so much, because it's not easy. It's horrifying. Even the stomach attacks can be really bad. So, that's where I'm at. I'm sorry for breaking down there, but thank you. Just thank you for the support that some of you have shown me. I love you guys. I really do. Thanks so much. That's it for today. Otherwise I'm going to start sobbing again. I'll be posting a video soon about what HAE is for any of you who might have any questions, and I'll get back to some of the allergy stuff soon as well. So I'm sorry if this stuff has kind of been annoying, but it's something I'm dealing with, and this is a place for me to be able to vent. Whether people watch it or not, that's up to you guys, but it feels good to be able to let it out. So, like I said, thanks, and thanks for watching. Have a good night.